Master, why is solitude so essential for spiritual growth? I feel connected when I am around people, yet you advise us to spend time alone. Could you explain? Environment is stronger than willpower. One's environment greatly influences the mind. If you are constantly in a noisy or materialistic atmosphere, it is difficult to meditate or develop spiritual consciousness. Solitude allows the mind to rest and turn inward toward God. But Master, isn't it possible to develop spiritually even in a busy environment? Must we really seek solitude? It is possible, but much more difficult. I often compare the spiritual aspirant to a plant. You wouldn't expect a plant to grow well in harsh conditions, would you? It needs proper care, sunlight, water, and a calm environment to flourish. Similarly, the soul needs solitude to grow. I remember once saying, "The silence of 1,000 years, if allowed to pass without contacting God, would be wasted. But one moment of communion with Him in the silence of soul solitude can bring the realization that heaven has been won." Master, sometimes I feel restlessness when I try to be alone. My mind fills with thoughts and it becomes hard to sit in silence. What should I do? Restlessness is common when you first attempt to quiet the mind. It happens because your mind has been outwardly focused for so long that it resists being still. I often tell my students, the waves of the mind's restlessness can be stilled through meditation, but the effort must be persistent and calm. Don't be discouraged. The mind, like an undisciplined child, will eventually obey when trained with love and patience. One technique I recommend is to focus on the divine light or the image of your chosen form of God. By doing so, you give your mind something higher to hold on to, which helps quiet the restlessness thought. Remember, peace comes not from the control of external circumstances, but from the control of our inner responses. How can I balance solitude and work? If I spend too much time in isolation, won't I be neglecting my responsibilities? True solitude doesn't mean neglecting your duties. I always thought that we must be balanced, be calmly active and actively calm. Solitude helps you recharge, but it's not an escape from the world. You must return from your periods of solitude with a renewed spirit ready to serve. I often remind people of the story of Saint Francis. He would retire to the mountains to pray and commune with God, and when he came down, he was full of joy and love, ready to serve others with great compassion. Master, I understand the value of solitude, but sometimes I feel lonely during these moments of silence. How can I overcome this loneliness? Loneliness is the soul's longing for the infinite. It is a reminder that no worldly relationship can fill the heart's deepest need. When you feel lonely in solitude, it is because you are still looking outward for comfort. I often say, when we are inwardly connected with God, we can never feel lonely. The way to overcome this feeling is to turn that sense of loneliness into divine earning. Use your solitude to commune deeply with God. When you sit in meditation, call to Him with love and devotion. In the stillness of your soul, you will feel His presence more intimately than in the company of others.